So, this episode, we're going to be doing spooky kids.
Yeah, because let's face it, kids are just creepy sometimes.
They really are.
Yeah, so we've got some stories for you. So turn the lights down low, get in the mood, because we're going to give you a proper spook today.
It started about 6 months ago when my 7-year-old daughter, Emily, began talking about her new friend, Lily. She'd spend hours in her room laughing and talking as if someone were there with her. Once, I went in to check on her and heard Emily whisper, "Don't worry, I won't tell Mummy about the well."
No, that would be it.
I started researching the history of our house, and what I found still gives me nightmares. Our home, built in the 1800s, had been the site of a tragic accident nearly 50 years ago.
Paul said, "I think you must have the wrong house," because he didn't know them. And they said,
"Oh well, it's getting late. Can we come in for a bit?"
Paul noticed it didn't seem like they were listening or responding to what he was saying, but reading off a script. Paul was thoroughly disturbed. He felt they were ignoring him but focusing on him all at the same time. He then saw their eyes. Paul began getting a fight or flight response and he felt very uneasy. He yelled, "Get off my porch," and then stood against the door with his eyes squeezed shut. He began hearing knocking at the door. He turned and looked at the glass panel by the door and saw two black eyes looking in on him, and the boy lifted his hand and began rapping on the glass.
When Eliza first mentioned Susie, I was excited at the thought that she was getting to an age where she was smart enough to create her own imaginary friend. I played along at first, setting an extra plate at the dinner table and asking Eliza how she became friends with Susie.
This mum's an enabler, and the fact she even got excited about it just tells me everything I need to know.
"What happened to your hair, Eliza?" I asked, noting the complicated fishtail braid I'd never been able to successfully create in my own hair,
They're
let alone
complex
hers.
as well.
Yeah.
They're difficult.
Susie did it for me.
Ugh.
Isn't it pretty, Mummy? I saw her clutching her arm, so I raised her sleeve and saw 3 claw marks. I panicked and called the police and the ambulance. We spent the night in the station after Eliza got thoroughly checked by a doctor who was baffled by her wounds, and the police searched the area and turned up nothing.
But what did she say caused them?
I
Was
don't...
she just like, it was Susie, and they were like, yeah, but what actually did this?
Sorry, so Susie's... so I'm just writing this down. Imaginary friend. Okay. The next morning, I reviewed the footage. Her sash window slid open. She jolted awake as what looked like 3 dirty fingernails wrapped around from the bottom of the window frame and scraped against the glass.